Okay, welcome back, guys.
Green
Welcome
light, green
back.
light. Go, go, go.
For the ASRNZ Shakedown race 2 with me again, once again, John Boy. Welcome, bud. Welcome back for the second race.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Nice. We're just watching the cars just roll out there. I do believe I need to click drive just to make the picture a bit more pretty. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, so this race, slightly different to the last one, but also slightly similar, where we...
10 minutes longer.
10 minutes longer.
Yeah.
Yes.
A stop in the middle somewhere. Or as Glenn did, early.
But same again, isn't it? 9 minutes of quali.
Yep.
And we're just going to keep an eye on Steve-O and the Oldie there just for a lap, just to see what we're in for, as we just watched the leaderboard sort of start to come alive.
That's right.
Obviously, really got to give it a few minutes before we start to see who's who.
Now, I did notice that when the boys were out there practicing just leading into this, that track was still optimum, and Perkins a 58.2 in his practice session there. So that's some of the quickest times I've seen. So
Right. Yeah, so that's quicker. They did a 58. He did a 58.4, didn't he, in the last quali session?
Yes.
Yes.
So look, but those two guys, Glenn and Twiggles, they've both done 58 flats. So look, my money's on one of those two to
Is it? Okay.
to go to pole. Who can be first to the 57?
Yes. Well.
Steve-O's lap's really tidy here.
Yeah, it's still on his outlet putter, or just no? He must be on his hot lap. Excuse me, guys.
The gust of wind there.
Just watch him come round the final corner. No.
Oh no, he's
Halfway,
starting his lap. So
right.
yeah. So he's just starting his lap. Oh, he's
can kind of catch you out, can't it? The 9 minutes of quali, but then by the time you actually load your setup, start your car, get out of the pits, find a gap, do an out lap, you've actually lost a couple of minutes already on track.
That's right. So they'll be trying to time it so they can get their final lap in the dying seconds of the counter ticking down. So effectively, they can still get another lap in near the end.
I'm just noticing a green Bentley there in the mirror of Steve-O's car.
That would be Aztec.
Aztec there, probably using Steve-O as a little bit of a someone to chase.
Now, I did notice Glenn making mention to Aztec in that little interview there at the end, noting that he was coming on strong at the end. So
very good pace, yes.
So
exactly.
Maybe we should expect Aztec to pop a nice time in here too.
We just seen Malik go preliminary P2 there, bud. Is that what just happened? No.
No,
These guys still not showing a completed lap, so...
Not yet.
No. Sorry.
I think they'll all start popping up soon for us to see.
Look, it catches me out, mate. We've got two grandstands, 2 start-finish lines at Silverstone. But that clearly wasn't the right one, was it? Yeah. Steve-O just coming into the final sort of section now of the track.
That's right.
He's currently 1:50 as it ticks around, so starting to see some times for the boys. Shortly
Once again, an optimum track as well. Here we go.
Steve-O for 59.4. Straight out there.
Perkins.
59.1. Twiggles, AK
58.2.
58.2.
There it is.
Just like that, mate.
Yep.
Just replicated what he did in practice a short time ago. Straight out of the box. Drifting there from Steve-O. Now, can I tell you what I'm interested in, John Boyd, is that little Honda of Nick, is it Nuki?
Yes.
Yes.
It's disappeared.
Has disappeared again.
Now, maybe he caught wind of the fact that you called him called it out as a hairdresser's car. Maybe he's going to change that car.
I was actually hoping to see him point that up the other, towards the front there. I was coming on strong in that last race.
Yep.
But, he's clearly having some issues with something.
That's right. I never really got to the bottom of why, how that car dropped so many spots at the end too. I had a message from Nick Mickendo. His shifter had decided to stop working, so his car wasn't downshifting, so he's currently running some repairs. I don't know if he'll rejoin or...
Right, yeah, he's not in the team chat either, and neither's Luke, so both those boys possibly called it a night.
Yes, looks like we've lost 4 drivers. However, we press on.
We've still got 16 others.
No, I think Josh has popped a very nice time in there. Typical Josh, up on the front row there. But can't help but think that what's going on with Glenn? He hasn't posted a time yet, so...
Okay, and same, I'm looking at Ashley as well in 16th there.
Aztec just popped up and pipped Josh then. That's a great time from Aztec. 58.3.
58.37, yeah, excellent time. Josh, 58.5. Yeah, the times are getting lower now. Steve over 59 flat.
Yep, Steve-O will be happy with that time.
Just looking at Ashley there, he's done a 59.5, but it hasn't registered, so there was a little cut there in his last lap, so he still hasn't banked one. We're just going to keep an eye on Ash there. He's minute 53 to go.
That's right, and some of these guys as well, Glenn and Ashley, two fast guys here that maybe have succumbed to the cut or the track limits there. And they won't want this kind of pressure on them.
Isn't he? Sorry, bud.
These guys won't want that kind of pressure on them when they haven't, banked a solid lap, and the time, they'll know that time's ticking down, and it's hard to maximise your lap time, but not get another cut. So.
No, and he's just banked one. He's just put himself in the 7th. Dash there, and also Glenn, mate, just has gone into P3. So both these boys, have got a good lap in now.
Now Crosland, he's back in 6th there, so he had a front row start with Perkins beginning of race 1, so...
he's not going to get another lap in either, mate.
No, he's not, so... something's just not quite gelled there, whatever reason. Ashley's called it a day too.
Aztec, Steve-O, all slightly ahead of their times a little bit. Steve-O actually just gone the other way, and looks like off track actually. Can we replay that? Yep, in the grass there at the back. Possibly just decided to...
Is that Aztec?
Steve-O.
Oh, yeah, Aztec's done the same thing. He's really pushing there and just probably lost his delta and decided the same.
Yeah. Glenn pushing on. Still got a little bit on the delta.
We go the final turn. We had to grab that. She crosses the line.
Not sure if it's going to get him.
No.
It was his best lap at 58.3.
Yes, look how close those times are. Wow. Great lap from Anthony as well.
58.7, 58.2. Yeah, very, very tight at the top there. Wow. Well done, guys.
Yep. That's a long lap, 2 minutes, and it's hard to put it all together. especially through Maggots and Beckett's there. Those fast right left that leads onto the straights. Though massive amounts of time to be made there when you get that right, but easy to lose your momentum if you just get it wrong or don't quite get your apex. So, well done to the guys up front.
Yeah, well done. So I guess we'll just run through the grid here, with Perkins, Aztec, Glenn in third, Josh 4, Stevo and Chesna, Crosby and Ashley on row 4, Jake and BK top 10 there, Kenny, Mule, Bear Grylls and Aaron, Ryan. Got Nick back there in 16th, mate. He hasn't had a good showing.
Oh, so he's
so
actually
far
entered
there
the server here. He's got something, because he wasn't showing up before.
Sorry, these guys haven't posted times.
Yeah, so he's... And Luke Crompton in the Honda.
Is he back?
He's back.
Yes.
Hey, and look, I just noticed, top 10. Look at the cars. We've got the spread. AMG, Mercedes, Bentley, Aston, Nissan, Audi, McLaren, Ferrari, Lexus. 8 manufacturers inside the top 10.
Yeah, that's great stuff, isn't it? That's actually very good to see.
Oh, these guys will be checking their setups now. Double checking. 40 minutes, so they'll be slightly increasing their fuel numbers to suit, and potentially looking at the ambient temperatures for the track.
How's that looking, bud? 32 degrees on the track, so just a little bit hotter than the last race, isn't it? 1 extra degree.
Yep.
If I remember rightly. Light clouds. So, what can we lean? Can we lean the jets out a little bit, or what can we do?
Yeah, good question.
Fang it. Yeah.
Everything you can do. And I'm seeing rain.
Look at this, buddy.
Oh my goodness.
All of a sudden the game changer happens, isn't it?
Oh, look, this is fantastic.
This is cool. This looks good.
Now, this will trip a lot of these guys up, because I don't know if any of them would have even...
They wouldn't have predicted this, would they?
Even tried this track in the wet.
Just also noticing there, JB 7 o'clock at night start here, so potentially it's going to get dark.
Yeah, the forecast, I'm saying 10 minutes. It's going to be raining for a fair while here.
Okay, this is interesting stuff. Good way to mix it up.
The track is noted as a wet track, so I would say a lot of these guys will be putting wets on. We do know that although it can rain in this game, if it's not too heavy, the amount of cars will create a dry line, and the slick tyre can actually perform pretty good. But however, a wet tyre on a drying track is terrible, and you'll see guys pitting early to get off those wets if that's the case. But it's going to make for a great start, Farmer.
Oh, isn't it?
What will be going through these guys' heads? What will they be thinking?
Probably thinking, I've never practiced in the rain. Yeah.
How do I approach this corner? Do I run as much curb as I've been running? You know? We know these curbs are slippery in the wet.
I think we might should we go for a helicam this time?
Helicam.
Different, eh? Watch the boys off the line here.
Yep. I can't help but hope the field gets through this.
Okay, here we go. Of course, rolling start just to get them around the final corner there.
Wow. Let's line up.
Green light, give it okay.
Oh, big gap there in front of Steve-O.
Yep. And the car's sliding already. Look at Josh's car slide. And more cars around the back. Oh,
Bentley's gone. Look at the Bentley in the wet. Woohoo! See you later. Oh, as we see Twiggles off. The Aston, we know we know the Aston's not too bad in the wet, but.
Oh, there's more cars sliding.
Oh, there's a bit of action.
See the Bentley
there.
of BK, I think that was.
Yeah, can we get him? Oh, we just got to catch him there. Oh, I just got a bit drift on there. And a little bit of evasive action by a couple of the boys in the background to avoid him. Just cruising back down the front there. So Josh just bring it back onto track.
Now also, there'll be a lot of spray kicking up off the back of these cars. On board with Glenn to see what that's going to be like. Certainly the wipers going full noise.
Oh, and Josh having a good look down the outside there.
Right, thinks better of it, but they play on.
A little bit of a touchy touch-ups there.
And
Glenn's just waving the rear of the car at him. Probably not intentionally. Looks like a bit of a handful there, getting the power out of that asset.
yeah, look, these guys have got a range in the traction control as well, so they'll be playing with that as well as the engine mapping. And look at Twiggles in the background there, he just lost it.
Did he?
That was a big slide in the...
Oh, we just got that on replay now, Bowden. Oh, he just literally just drifted it in there so slowly and...
Unlucky.
Yes. Backed it up there. I can see him shaking his head actually, just out the window.
In a moment there for Glenn, and Josh has just slipped past.
Yes, we just missed that. Can we just give a quick look at that again? Oh yeah, and it just drifted mid-corner for Glenn, didn't it? And it just
It did.
made it. Yeah, it just looked well done to Josh. Good move back there. Just seeing BK rounding up. It must be Troy, isn't it? It's got pink on it.
Yes, he certainly
like Troy
carried
was
those.
coming out of the pits there for some reason. Not sure what was happening there.
Let's hope he didn't start on the slick tyre and decided, well, no, that is not the tyre to race in the wet. I'm just actually watching the Anthony Chesner Milling and Mule battle.
Yes,
and
just on that one at the moment actually, buddy. Yeah.
And
nice little battle here between the three of them, isn't it?
that's right.
And these guys sort of going at it in the first race too, if I remember Steve Anthony.
That McLaren's looking pretty racy in the wet actually. Anthony driving well here. Couple of laps in, these guys would have adjusted where their braking markers are now.
They would have.
And some of the temps would have come up, so things would in some way start to normalise. However, in the rain there is nothing normal about wet track and driving that race car around these tricky conditions.
Just running up the front there again, Aztec holding down Josh quite comfortably there. Glenn into third, we've got the Anthony sort of Chester, Steve-O battle there with Mule tagging on the end. Grills and Kenny next up behind them, followed by BK and Twiggles. Back on track again, recovering in 10th place. Troy and Ashley having a bit of a battle there actually. Back in 11th and 12th. Jake and Brian, Owen and Crosby coming out of the pits. Maybe made the wrong tyre choice, but possibly made the wrong tyre choice. We'll just quick back to that Ashley Troy battle there. They've got Twiggles also in front, so obviously the Merc is a real handful in the wet, eh?
It's looking like that. Maybe also with the heavier fuel load too, because these cars will be heavier. So I don't know where those tanks are in that car.
Nice, nice pass there. Ashley on Troy.
Yes. So casting my eyes back around the Jake and Ryan battle. These two are mates, and they'll be wanting to have bragging rights about who's the best in the wet here. So
yes, it'll be a good one to keep an eye on. They're quite close actually at the moment.
yeah, and of course Ryan, he's one of our new guys. So yeah, he's out doing a good job out there in the wet.
In fact, he's having a look as we speak, mate. He's got it done, isn't he? He certainly has. He's going to hold it. Yeah, well done.
I think that was the actually the AMG Mercedes of Steve Crosland sneaking by.
Right. Okay.
So Crosby.
That was clearly not.
Now look, Josh is starting to range up on his stick now. Actually, this Nissan looking like it's starting to come on strong here.
What's our weather doing, bud? What are we doing?
Track is still wet. Forecast
next 10 minutes?
Next 10 minutes is wet.
Still wet, okay.
I suppose being in the country of the UK, it is a bit
wet.
rainy, wet,
yeah.
typically. So we're lucky to see the sun in race 1. 8 minutes in now, and track temperature's dropped significantly too. 20 degrees. What kind of lap times these guys doing?
So Aztec in the front there, 208, 284. Josh, 207.8 actually.
Hey,
Josh has got a good lap there.
You might want to put these. Are you watching Josh and Aztec, because this is really heating up?
We've got this. Yeah. Yeah, no, Josh with the quickest lap actually so far of the race. The rest of the boys in the 9s, 11s, yeah.
Aztec just missing his apex there, and I think Josh is going to really have a snuff.
He's going to go right around the outside here, eh?
Absolutely, and I think he's going to have to give this one up.
He has.
Spot him behind.
So
now this will be a different view.
Race, eh?
That was, and now Aztec will have to deal with some spray here, whereas before he would have had a bit more clear vision. So
have a little look out of the window, eh, and see what we're looking at there. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yes.
It's a great feature that Assetto Corsa Competizione has, this different weather patterns that come through. And it's random.
Yeah, it's random. Yes, that's right. The server's set for random weather.
Yep. Now, noticing the wheelwork's definitely changed in these cars, hasn't it? They're grabbing left lock, they're grabbing right lock. The throttle traces will be up and down all over the show.
Yeah. And almost looking like Essex quite comfortably staying with Josh here. Might be that old lead following thing. Sometimes be easy car than to try and lead it.
Wow, look at it slide. That's wet. That is slippery. Yeah, they're pulling up pretty good in the wet. So some of these engine maps that these guys will run, there's a full lean to be an engine map 1. They might have them bounce right back, so that curve on the throttle trace will just be a little bit more gradual.
Yes, and the idea behind that is it'll just stop the rear of the car wheel spinning.
That's right, and
just
also
a little bit on the exit, won't it? Yeah.
But you, of course, with that and traction control, you do give away a bit of outright horsepower to those rear wheels too.
A little bit of a battle going on behind them there too, between a couple of battles, Bear and Steve-O there battling, and also Mule and Anthony. She's a battle there. Certainly Bear got a bit of pressure on Steve-O at the moment.
Yes, he does.
He's just having a little look, showing Steve with the nose, and Steve-O's just run wide just in case. Should still have a good exit here.
The pit is now open.
Right, so their pit window's open now, so...
Yeah, well, I think what would you do? You'd want to stay out a bit longer, wouldn't you? Just in case it's not raining, mate. On a pit just now.
That's right, it's hard to know. I'm not privy to the temperatures of the tyres that these guys have got, so they are starting to really heat up and a dry line is forming, then who knows?
Oh, and Bear going right around the outside here, having a good charge.
He's going to get this done.
He is too. Steve-O kind of backed out of that there, seeing that Bear had it done on him. Nothing he could do.
No, that's right. Noted Jake's in the pits. It's a scheduled stop or heading off, but his mate Ryan will be clapping his hands saying, I've got one on you. Bear actually pulling away. They ranged up on Steve-O, didn't they? And he's really cleared off. So Bear driving really well in the wet here.
Is he going to catch up to the sort of group in front of now? Just keep an eye on. Yeah, I wonder if Bear will catch up to that little group. Well, that Lexus is known to be reasonably solid in the wet.
Yeah, well, he's got 3 seconds to find, so really just keep an eye on that margin. Yep, you may note that Josh had a quicker lap in the wet, and clearly as he's taken the lead, it's ending now.
Yeah, so last lap round, Joshua 207, Aztec with 208, and then Colin with 209, and then the rest of the field to the 210, 211. So
some of these guys coming into the pits now.
right.
Perkins.
What have we got on the next 10 minutes on your weather map, bud? How are we looking up there?
It's still wet, farmer.
Still wet, farmer. Thank you. So that was Twiggles taking his compulsory stop?
Yep, it looks to be. So he might have made some pressure changes. Potentially even fixed any damage if there was any. And I'm sure a lot of these guys, if they've come off or tangled at the start, bring some sort of injury to their car. Glyn in to the pits now too.
Yes. Okay, so these guys have clearly decided it's just going to race.
Hey, how about this? We were talking about Bear. Can he bring that 3-second gap in? Yes, he can. Look, he is on the back of Mule and Chesna now.
Yes, he can.
So Bear has got this car hooked up. He's going to have to be careful here too.
He's going to have to get in between them at some stage. Just one at a time, very carefully. He's got plenty of time.
Yep, and he's got pace, so...
Mule's saying, yeah, you kind of had a look, but not just yet, buddy. Also running the Lexus there.
Bear's got to go in, surely.
Yeah, you're right.
He's got pace. He's got to get...
watch what these guys do. No, they're all going around, but I'm looking at the wrong part of the track.
Because we're getting close to halfway, so yeah, I think Bear could have bought himself a bit more time then if he dropped in and got that service done.
That was the old pit entry, I think, bud.
Was it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. The current lap they're on a 130 around the track, so see what they get up to.
Seen the McLaren run off the track there. Oh, they're 3 wide.
3 wide. It's on for a 3 wide.
And
Bear's got it. Bear's rounded them both up.
Look at that.
Wow. Nice. Good work.
Does he pit now?
No, not now. He doesn't. No,
he doesn't need to now. He can.
Now. That's
yeah.
Right. He does.
Buy himself a little bit more time.
Yeah, and he's carrying on. Good boy.
BK's in the pits now. He's had enough.
Yep.
He's coming in. Forecast 6 minutes of rain.
Another 6 minutes of rain?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know why it's gone from 10 to 6.
Right. Wow. Maybe they're not too sure after that. Certainly going to mix it up if we start to get a dry line. Those that have already gone in and grabbed a second set of wets already.
Yes, that's right.
Pit window still open for another 9 minutes.
Yep.
So there's no need to really just call it just yet. And,
that's right, and like the likes of Bear, his tyres must be in a really nice spot. The car must be set well for the wet.
And, good. Yeah, he'll be smiling there. He's advancing forward. He's in the 3rd place.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
Actually, Bear has done this before on the wet.
Out of interest, what is Bear's lap times like?
Yeah, 209 flat for Bear.
Yep.
Yep. Of course, the rest of the boys are Ashley's doing a 209.3, Clint's in the 8s, Aztec, and then is also in the 8s, and Josh in the 7s.
Yeah. Now, just got my eyes on Aztec. He's just entered the pit lane.
Okay.
He'll be looking for a tidy spot. Stop, sorry, and where does he come out in comparison to Glyn?
He predicted what he thinks the weather is going to be for the second half of the race.
We are at the halfway mark, still a long way to go.
It's getting colder, but it is getting darker, approaching 10 to 9 on track, real time.
Yeah, this has been a real challenge for these guys in the shakedown round. They've had a bit of everything, haven't they? Night time, wet, full sun.
Yes.
Okay, 6 rejoin. No. Yes, he's out. Yep, comfortably ahead of Glyn there. So, I'm just falling off a bit here.
Yeah, it's a bit of a handful, obviously. Maybe with the setup he's got on there. Probably, I mean, no one probably worked on a wet weather setup.
No.
It's like it gives you, I think, what, 1 minute or
Yeah.
2 minutes to sort it out, doesn't it?
And the best of times when you know what you're doing, you feel a little bit flustered sometimes. So, yeah. We do know it's still going to be raining for the next 6 minutes, so certainly a wet one.
Yes. Okay. Crossy back in 15th there, and just slipping off the track actually to let somebody past. Is that Bear coming through?
Yes, Bear into the pits now, so this will be nice to see where he shakes out after this.
Who do we want to watch come round? Certainly Josh will get past him, won't he?
Absolutely, yep.
Josh coming round the... no, he's still in this... It's got a wee way to go, actually. Must be quite a long pit stop, is it?
30 seconds.
Bear's still sitting there, it must be.
Yeah, he's still sitting there, so...
Josh is a long way away. We're still 30 seconds from the start finish line.
Yeah, it's a fairly decent lane in terms of its length. Trundling along it at the 40 or 50 k's. Coming out now is Glyn on past.
I think Bear might have pulled something off here.
BK going through the head of Bear, but I think BK might be a lap down.
Look, Josh is in the pits now. He hasn't pitted.
No, okay, so BK's ahead of Bear Grylls, so Bear's going to have the eyes forward for BK.
Bear's potentially the first of our pitted cars, isn't he? The lead pitted car. Would that be right? BK hasn't been in.
Ah, right.
To
Okay.
my knowledge, so... Yeah, and in fact, Bear probably getting a little bit frustrated, kind of getting held up there a little bit by BK.
You're all starting to rattle away at the back of Steve-O too, slowly. Oh, Steve-O going deep there.
Oh, went off the side of our screen.
I think he's just...
I think Mule just got the better of him. Okay, we've got Ashley at the pits. How did Bear get on? Where are we? Oh, he's got past BK. He's just coming around the final corner here. And of course Josh is clearly out on the track. Yeah, a long way ahead. Right.
I'm thinking these guys have all kind of settled into their second stint. I mean, we've got 14 minutes to go, so they should have well and truly done their jobs by now. Anthony, however, leader of the race, he
must need to
he
pit.
must need to
That's
pit.
right. And I'm not sure that Glenn's pitted either.
Yes, Glenn has pitted.
Okay, Roger. Okay, so we've got Anthony into the pits now.
Yep. Notably getting darker too.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Just noticed I had our sponsors rolling most of the stream there.
Nice. Who are our sponsors?
We're quite lucky to have sponsors on our Simo. We've got Spark Clean Group in Taupo. Brought to you by sort of Zero Vision Motorsport here. Behind the scenes, there's a lot of work for our streaming. Of course, GoBro Racing from Hero to Zero, which is how most of us roll. And Outdoor Effects, of course, as well from Hamilton. Of course, sorry, and You Look Painting Limited as well. I thought there was a fifth one, mate. I was just waiting for it to scroll through. So yeah, thanks to all our sponsors for their help and what they do behind the scenes for us. And
Yes, thank you.
actually getting very dark actually now on track there. Just
Yep.
noticing on the stream. And Josh seems to be quite comfortable out in front there. Aztec on his own, is he? Yeah, still can see Josh in front of him. Glenn in third. He's done
Mule,
well,
great drive from Mule too.
Mule in fourth place. Driving a Lexus? Yes. And once again, we've got another strong drive from a Lexus in the wet. Stevo holding fifth in the Audi. That's another good drive. Ash in the Ferrari in sixth place. Now Bear went back to seventh, so we were obviously a bit misled there, must have been with the pit stops, watching him come into third. We thought he was going to get on the podium.
Yeah, so maybe
it was just through the pit stops there that he just went long.
Either way, we've
called
seen
the commentators out.
Yeah. But he's passed a lot of cars, so it's been very entertaining.
It has. In fact, BK's just behind him there in the Bentley, and Twiggles in his Merc. Little pack there of three. Troy rounding out our top 10. Kenny all on his own in 11th. Ryan's still looking better than Jake, and in fact this battle's still going on between these two boys.
No, that'll be Ferrari of... No, that's a Ferrari of Ashley just going by. So...
Right.
Ryan being gentlemanly, stepping aside there. Josh comfortably out in front, 6.5 seconds. You know, this is going to go wet to the end for sure.
Yes.
A lot of these guys will be probably waiting for this hurry up and end too, I'd imagine. Take a lot of concentration, especially as this darkness falls and every curve and bump.
You've got to have a good memory, don't you? You can't. Yeah, you can't be off your game. Some good little battles here, just coming up behind. Who's that behind this? Is that Nancy and Bear Grylls? No. Bear BK.
Right, so that's Perkins is slowly working his way back.
In the car with Perkins because it's getting dark. We need to see what's going on here.
Okay.
Oh, I've got rain on the screen. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Now we know what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, isn't that great? The spray coming across there, mate. Love it.
And someone's gone deep. Is
I'm
that
going to say possibly beer. Possibly beer. Yes.
Oh, it is beer.
Caked it. He's caked it.
he's done such a great job up until that moment there.
You know what? He was like, oh, look at mountain in the background. Take a photo. Look at the blue flag there, just coming up on the back marker.
I think it's the car of Ryan, and they're just slipping by, so Ryan doing a really good job there.
Push Twiggles a little bit wide there, he was just leaving a bit much room.
Like you said, when you went on board, that was just horrific. Spray coming off the cars. And
yeah.
How do you see those braking markers? Yeah, credit to all these guys toughing this out. 20 minutes. Really tricky.
Just looking at the Glen Aztec there. Battle up the front.
Oh yes, look at that. That is really closed up.
On the other side of the podium, mate.
What's happened there, mate? I'm gonna say Aztec's had a moment somewhere. Because he was 6 seconds, 7 seconds from Josh, and now he's 11 seconds back. So
Right.
I think Aztec's had a moment. We've missed that.
Or the timesheets are actually showing Glenn in the 7s, 207s. So he's found some pace. Yeah. Yeah. And in fact, the last lap, Glenn was a full second quicker than Aztec.
Yeah, and look, this is on. 6 minutes to go. And it's going to be tricky. I mean, the last thing you want to do is really, when you're that close to the other cars and you're racing down to the checkered flag in the dying stages, is just have those little bumps with the cars and, you know, being involved in a bit of a tussle that you probably could have avoided. So,
yes,
but these guys are all hard racers and they'll take it right to the end as well. And
absolutely.
And Glenn really strong.
Just almost
later.
A little bit of a look there.
Yeah.
Really, I think Glenn will just be sizing him up where he might be able to get it done. If he, possibly on the next lap, work on a particular area where you know your car's strong. Try and set yourself up for something.
Yep, so I think Aztec's car's just really fallen away from him a little there. Not as comfortable as he looked in the beginning of the race.
Yes, because he took off, didn't he?
Yeah.
On the initial half a lap there. Glenn doing a great job actually of staying really close to him in the dark with the rain. Nice and close through the turn there. Oh, and a little wiggle off the ripple strip.
Yeah, a few cars in the garage now. There's not too many left on track. Succumb to the weather conditions, you reckon?
Yeah, possibly, but it's still showing 13 runners. Like you say, there is 5 or so in the garage.
Another battle that I'm seeing heat up a little is Ashley and Mule.
Ashley and Mule, yes, there's a very close gap there as well. Just get the camera guy around that side, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, and also Estic and Glenn's still going.
Yeah, I know. We've
Strong.
Keep an eye on that, mate. That's hot up there.
Jumping between them. You know, there's one thing once you catch the car, but you know sometimes you just can't do anything once you get to them. So
exactly.
You're almost just waiting for that mistake or trying to keep that pressure on that car to make a mistake. Either way, they'll be both wanting second place.
Yeah. Is it are Ryan and Jake still going at it, mate? Am I seeing this right this time?
Okay, just switching back.
Is that Kenny?
Oh.
Having a good battle there, actually.
They are.
They were a little bit closer before. Still going on. Just check on this. Oh, Glenn's got in front of us.
Oh, he has.
Oh, how did we miss that? I'm gonna have to go. See what happened here. Oh, he got him just into the. Where are we through there?
A little bit more privy to these replay
yeah, look,
footages.
I just had to go sort of right back to see what happened there. We just caught the initial end of it. Possibly Beckett's going into that.
Right, yeah.
Must have got a good run through turn
Right,
one on
man, leader is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
Okay, Josh on his final lap now.
That's right. A minute to go.
He's got a big 7-second gap to now Glenn, who has exchanged spots with Aztec, P2 and 3. Devo holding out 4th.
Milling, oh,
great battle there.
I've just switched back to Milling and just caught him come off track, and now he's under fire. Look at this at the end. Mule, Ashley. These guys are going to take it to the end.
Oh, I thought Ashley was having a little look on Mule there, but...
And there's our first victim to the drive-through. I
Ryan.
Yep, I suspect that...
Ryan with the DT next to his name there at the bottom of the screen.
Yep, under these tricky conditions, it's going to really test those abilities to stay on the track. So, unlucky for him. And Jake's now clapping his hands.
Yeah, and Ashley's had a good look trying to get around the outside of Mule there, but
thought better of it.
Ended up backing out of it. Kind of split these guys up just a little bit now at the moment. Great stuff.
Yeah. Hey, look, Josh coming around the final corner. Is it the old pit straight?
It's the old pit straight, mate. Yeah.
Yep.
Just keep an eye on his lap there. It's currently a minute 11 into his lap. Just keep an eye on the Kenny, Troy battle there with Aztec just coming through. These guys.
Yep. Job there, stepping aside.
Yeah, well done. Just look back to Josh there. Another 20 seconds of his lap remaining.
Yep, coming into the final complex.
Another great job, mate.
Yeah, great drive in the wet from Josh.
Yeah, isn't it Datsun, eh? Jeez. Who would
Yeah.
have thought? It's a handful in the dry. Who would have thought it would have been any good in the wet?
Flashing the lights as he crosses the finish line to win the race. Well done, Josh.
Nice, Josh. Just look back to P2. Coming across the line there. Glenn's managed to hold Aztec behind him.
Yep, great drive from Glenn and Aztec there. Look, that was entertaining. They really put on a show at the end there, didn't they? But it's still on. Here we go. Ashley's
Steve-o.
having a last minute look here on Mule. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yes, it is too. They're all on there, aren't they? This is for 4th, 5th, and 6th here.
That's right. Steve-o just got the measure.
Steve-o's
yeah, he's made a
pulled
few
back out again, isn't he?
Yeah, he had a good drive, but a few unforced errors there. Should be further up the road, but great drive from Mule.
Around the final corner there. Nice 4th place to Steve-o. 5th place to Mule. 6th place to Ashley in his Ferrari. Well done, guys.
This is the pole sitter, 7th.
Perko from pole coming in 7th. Back to BK on 8th.
Yeah, Grills.
Keeping an eye on Bear coming around the final turn, is he?
Yep.
Yep. Just coming around now to bring it home in 9th place.
Great drive, Bear.
And right behind him was Troy for the top 10.
And they'll all be
Jake
having a big sigh of relief after that.
Yeah, well done. And Jake for 11. Nice one. Well done, guys. How about that?
Yes, absolutely.
Who was the winner, bud?
Josh.
Josh. Should we get him? All right.
100%.
Stand by. Alrighty, just grabbed you into the com box, Josh, to say congratulations, mate. Nice drive. Whoop, whoop. Alright, well done, mate.
Golf clap.
Yeah, how was she on the wet, bud? Looked like a handful. Whoop, whoop.
No, yeah, it tacks really well, actually.
Right.
It was like my own doing that sort of put it out of line. Like, I expected it, and I could predict it. So, yeah, that was sort of like controlled sliding. I wasn't deliberately trying to slide, but if it happened, I was kind of expecting it. So it was pretty predictable, and it went well in the wet.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
so
no,
when it went to race, and you know, you had a dry quali, and it flicked over, and everyone saw the rain on the windscreens. What were the thoughts? Did everyone loading the wet setup straight away?
Yeah, I was not sure if I should go wets or not. Ended up going wets. Yeah, it was a bit of panic among the field, but I was pretty glad because I know Nissan isn't great around Silverstone in the dry. It just lacks that extra bit of downforce that some of the other cars do. So I was a bit slower than some of the other top guys in the dry. So I was pretty excited about the wet. Sort of levels it a little bit.
Yeah, well, you drove well, Josh, and really extended that lead and didn't make mistakes. There were a lot behind you that did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well done, bud. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Well done,
Cheers,
Josh.
guys.
Okay, bro. Okay. How are we feeling? Are we going to go 2 and 3, or are we going to call it a night?
Look.
Oh, we'll call it a night. We'll do the real thing on the real night. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Yes, thank you.
We will catch you next time. Same
Yep.
bit channel next week. Thank you.